And here I am. How's it going, ladies and gentlemen? Let's get into it.
We are going to be looking at some disturbing videos, strange and odd news stories, and as always, let's go ahead and get right into today's video. This mysterious fog situation is actually becoming worse because more and more people are saying that this fog is making them sick. In my area where I'm located in the south, the fog has actually gotten more dense and thicker, which is pretty unusual because there is a lack of humidity, so the conditions are not met yet for such fog. So what is going on here?
This is Daytona Beach Shores, Florida at 1:45 p.m. today, and you can see the fog rolling in from two directions, but not in the middle part here where I'm about to show you. And then the next video that's about to come up right after this one is the balcony view, and you can't even see the ocean at all, and you can see this big ring here. Very strange, and it all just happened in a matter of about 15 minutes. Keep in mind there's no rain forecasted. It's not very cold outside. This is just very unusual to see and a very random time for fog to just appear. This is Daytona Beach Shores, Florida.
So I went out in the fog because I had to. I noticed that I started to itch, and unfortunately now I developed a rash. This is what it currently looks like. And even when it's not foggy outside, it just feels strange out there. Even my dog sensed something. I have a big energetic lab and another dog, and they love being outside. Yet now, for whatever reason, they absolutely refuse to stay out there. They do their business and then they rush right back in the house, which is not like them. So the question happens to be, what is going on here? Now, as I had shown in that previous video with the orb, my area was one of the areas with high drone activity. And there is a theory, which I strongly believe, that these drones are spraying something. What are they spraying in the air? I don't know, but more and more people are talking about this smart dust, which is the size of a dust particle,
but
and it kind of looks like
drones.
What people are capturing on video when they shine their light on this fog. This smart dust does have multiple purposes, including environmental monitoring, but not only that, there are smart dust devices which communicate wirelessly with each other and a central hub to transmit collected data. So the smart dust can collect data, which is interesting because people can indeed breathe this smart dust in and it goes inside their bodies. This smart dust can monitor vital signs or track movements of patients in certain situations, so it can track you. And not only that, the military can use it to gather intelligence in a covert manner. Here is something interesting. Like I said, more and more people are saying that this fog is making them sick. So I look up the long-term effects of this smart dust, and it says, the long-term effects of smart dust are currently unknown, but potential concerns include respiratory issues due to inhaling the tiny particles, privacy violations from pervasive data collection, and potential disruption to the ecosystems if large amounts are deployed. This video was over 1 year ago, and this individual, he's talking about smart dust, nanodust, how it's all controlled by one central self-conscious AI, but the comments in this video are even more interesting.
It's also a concept called nanodust.
Nanodust, yeah.
Nanodust. Smart dust. Yeah, where where there is a central self-conscious AI, which essentially dictates all these nanobots. Is it fucking crazy? No, very cool.
This person replied with, what this smart dust does is act like a secondary subconscious to manipulate people's choices and actions, speaking to individuals in such a way that a person believes the voice in their head is actually their own conscious observation. This sounds like voice-to-skull technology. Another person asked, so how does the smart dust get into humans? And a person replied with, raining from the sky, aka chemtrails. This comment was 7 months ago, and today, after all these drones were seen in the skies, now we have this very unusual fog. This fog that looks like sawdust when you shine a light on it.
It's a project first dreamed up by the military to get information from the battlefield.
They call it smart dust, and the new technology may soon make it possible to keep track of anything, anywhere, including you.
Smart dust originated with DARPA back in the 90s. This powder-sized chip is something called the Mu chip from Hitachi. It's the smallest commercially available RFID system in the world. You can literally scatter this stuff like dust or embed it into a sheet of paper. It doesn't require a battery. Flecks of computing power settling on your skin, ingested, monitoring you inside and out.
The nanoparticles are designed to go under the radar of the immune system, and so they are undetected in the body.
We have computing everywhere, we have connectivity everywhere, we have infrastructure that can compute those with new capabilities like AI.
If you have enough data and you have enough computing power, you can understand people better than they understand themselves, and then you can manipulate them in ways which were previously impossible.
Transhumanism is a growing movement that aims to use technology to modify our bodies, sometimes in radical ways to make them stronger, faster, and better.
This individual on TikTok, Heartsong, they uploaded a video where in Texas, inside their swimming pool, there was clumps of white stuff after fog had appeared.
Okay. Calling in all reinforcements. Need your help on this one. My friend who lives in East Texas woke up today and this is what was in her pool. Now, she's lived in this property for over 11 years. Never has had anything like this happen before. No, she did not change any chemical regimen in her pool. The only thing that she said that was kind of weird was there was some really odd fog yesterday. But I've tried to look it up too. I can't find anything that would lead to anything like this happening or any reaction with water. So if anybody has any idea, any water experts out there, I know I have a few, or at least one following my page. We need your help. All right, guys. Thanks so much in advance for your help. Let me know if you have any ideas.
This other individual on TikTok also recorded something very unusual yesterday on the ground in Oklahoma, which he has never seen before, and he says he always walks this path. This also looks pretty similar to what was seen in that pool in Texas.
Alright, I want y'all to check this out. It's another day, it's just foggy. It's not been going anywhere. We'll probably hang out all day, kind of like Christmas. Okay? Got up this morning, everything seemed to be normal as usual. Come to check on the animals, and I start seeing all this white stuff on the ground. First thing I think, these two beautiful little new puppy babies, they found themselves a lot of stuffing, a lot of cotton, a lot of something, right? But I get over to it, and I don't know what this is. It's some kind of hair growing out of the dog's poop. Everywhere they have pooped, at least I think it's everywhere they pooped, and the chickens have scattered it, and this and that. But this stuff is just growing out of their poop. And I've never seen this before. And some piles are a little different than the others. I mean, check this out. What is this? I get it. The fog and the dew and all that might have the hairs to appear white, but I really think they might be white. I don't know. Either way, I've never seen hair growing out of poop. What the hell kind of fungus is this? I thought it might have been one of the baby rabbits. One of the rabbits got killed. There's hair everywhere. I don't know. This stuff is weird.
That's definitely more than one baby rabbit would leave behind of hair.
Look at this crap. That's all over the place. All that white stuff. Where you see it. There.
Shut up, duck.
Out here.
Oh, there ain't none in that water.
There are people out there also saying they are finding things in their air filters and they're warning to change the air filters. Take a look at this video from This Is Sus on TikTok.
Hey everybody, I just posted a video earlier this afternoon as I was driving down to St. Cloud here in central Minnesota. And I only did so because after 2 weeks of having this constant fog, literally 24 hours a day, I thought it was very bizarre because I've never seen that. And then watching some of the TikToks, a lot of you guys are experiencing the same thing. I got home and I watched a video just a moment ago where another TikToker showed her air filter in her HVAC unit. And I thought, whoa, this is crazy. I'm going to go ahead and check mine just to see if there's any correlation to that. And stick around because I'm going to show you something that is very, very bizarre. And I'm curious what you're finding in your unit as well. Here we go. So we're going to head over where I set this up because I think this is very telling. I change my filters about once a month. So this is about 3.5 weeks ago that I changed the filter out. Pretty standard. I can even see through the fiber still. It's not abnormal. This is what I've had in here since this started about 2 weeks ago. It's a gray, very, very, very thick capture within these fibers. I don't know how to explain it. What I do know is this is what we're air exchanging and this is what we're breathing. And then for contrast, here's a brand new filter. Brand new filter, what we would expect. I've never seen anything like this. This is a kind of a standard output when I change my filters. Look at that. You can't even see through it, and that is roughly about 3 weeks, guys. Check your filters. I'm curious what you find.
This next video comes from The Sky Is Falling 222.
Okay, y'all. I look like shit, but I need to show you guys my air filter in my house. There's fog everywhere, and I've been feeling like respiratory issues for like a couple days now, like basically since the fog started. And I decided after seeing all the fog videos on TikTok, I would come and change my filter, which I do every month because I keep them on deck. I have like, ooh, Lord, I have like 8 of these and they're expensive, but I keep them on deck because I like clean air. This is a new one. Let me show you what my new one looks like. This is a new one, okay? It's a MERV 11 filter. Now, keep in mind, I just changed this filter like a month ago. Let me show you the one that I'm about to pull out. What? What in the actual? Look at this filter, y'all. I've never pulled out a filter this dark in my life. This is not normal. It's black. Look at the new one. Oh my God, y'all. Oh my God. This is fucking crazy. I'm sorry. This isn't normal, yo. It's not normal. This fog is not normal. This is not normal. Never in my life have I ever seen a filter like this. Never. I change these all the time. I have a ton of them. This is banana.
Okay. Not to just be a conspiracy theorist, and that's my new job, but with the fog, So it's obviously popping up on my TikTok, and then I see this woman, and she's like, you know, I'm just changing my filter because I heard somebody said you should change your filter, and my filter was dirty or whatever. I'm telling you, I have a brand new furnace. It's like less than 3 years old. Every time I change it, I will only change it like once every 2 years. I did like a couple months ago, right at the beginning and I had to turn it on in November or whatever. Every time I change it, it's still white, which is why I only do it twice a year. Cause I'm like, it's not even doing anything. I'm going to turn this camera around. Can I just do that? This thing is gray. You know that it's usually the paper white as the paper. I'm going to try to zoom in. There's these little grains of white sand and just gunk in there. I have never seen anything. I seriously have never seen anything like this. Like, it's wild. Like, I think when my furnace was old before I had to replace it 3 years ago, it was like gross and stuff. And it was just because it was an old thing. This is a new furnace. It does not get dirty. I don't know what it means. I don't know what to do about it. I'm just saying, I think you should check your filters.
So I have to say, I keep hearing people say that they are not conspiracy theorists, especially when it comes to these fog videos. And is it that much of a problem to think for yourself, to think outside the box and not accept any official narratives that are given by the mainstream news and media? That we have to announce we are not conspiracy theorists. Like I said, people in different locations have been reporting that they have been getting sick after experiencing this weird fog. This individual on TikTok, PNW Beauty Crystal, does a great breakdown, breaking down the different locations that have been experiencing this strange fog and the people who have been having these strange side effects.
Okay, so I have been going through the comment section trying to catch up on all the comments about the fog and the symptoms. And here are the states, the majority of the states that were in the comments that are saying that they have fog and symptoms that are accompanied. And then I will go through the symptoms. So the states that so far that I have seen commenting the most are Oregon, Minnesota, Texas, St. Louis, Oklahoma, Nebraska, Vermont, New Hampshire, Washington, Arizona, Idaho, Illinois, Maine, Georgia, Massachusetts, Louisiana, Wisconsin. The UK has actually been commenting, Kansas, England, Florida, Indiana, Iowa, Mississippi, Arkansas, Cali, North Carolina, Ohio, Michigan, Colorado, Utah, Nebraska, and there was more than that. But this does appear to be coast-to-coast fog. Fog is normal this time of year. I had about 1 in every 100 comments on here was just mean or them calling us stupid or saying this is normal. Yeah, fog is normal. I've lived in Oregon my whole life. I am a born and raised Oregonian. I'm used to seeing fog. I am not used to seeing fog for months on end with like an hour break during the day and that's it. I've been having to double up on my vitamin D. So this is not normal fog. And if you're not experiencing the symptoms that I'm about to list off, consider yourself very lucky. If you don't know what we're talking about, consider yourself very lucky and be an adult and just keep scrolling, okay? But here are the symptoms that so far everybody's talking about. We're having a loss of appetite with a lot of people losing weight unexplained. Can't sleep at night. You feel really tired throughout the day because you're not sleeping at night, but all night you're just tossing and turning, having weird dreams. There's a really bad dry cough, but also congestion, which is weird because I've been congested, but I have a really dry cough, so it's very interesting. Extremely irritable. Some people are experiencing anemic problems. People are experiencing gut problems, stomach aches, diarrhea,
Man,
nausea.
it's only been going on for like 4 days.
I had some people commenting that they have jaw pain or headaches or both.
People are losing that much
There's
weight
just
in 4
so
days.
many symptoms that are coming along. And the only thing that we all have in common from coast to coast is the fog. And then obviously a lot of us tap water, but that isn't necessarily going to be the same in every state. So the only thing I can associate all of this with is the fog. So I'm going to keep following the comment sections. I will keep updating you guys if I hear or see anything else. But so far, that's the majority of the states and majority of symptoms that I'm seeing that are very similar from state to state. And the only common ground factor is the fog.
Brittany Jean on TikTok is also saying how she has become sick after experiencing this fog.
Don't mind the mess, but I don't know about anyone else. My throat is on fire. My eyes are all red. We've had intense fog here, and everyone keeps saying the fog's making them sick. Well, I feel like I'm swallowing glass. And am I the only one that thought the fog was insane? But anyone else getting sick, because this is intense. My throat is literally on fire. I'm so stuffed up. My eyes are so, like, I feel like I have sand in my eyes right now. I'm on the struggle bus. I went down a rabbit hole on TikTok, and I'm not the only one that's feeling this way. But I feel like complete shit, and I get it, it's flu season, but we've had here in the Midwest, Nebraska, fog I've never seen before. And I'm in my 30s. And I know I cannot be the only one that feels this shitty right now after we've had fog that went on for like 4 or 5 days, it felt like. Like, if you look at some of my previous videos I've posted, you can see the fog, and that's almost at like 10 o'clock in the morning, afternoon. So if you go to my profile, look at some of my videos I've posted of outfits of the day and leaving the house. I feel like I've been hit by a train. It's insane how I'm not the only one that feels this way after we've had crazy fog we've never had before. But maybe I can just be crazy. Maybe I'm just overthinking it, but my throat is on fire, and that's what hurts the most. And oh, my chest, like breathing. Like, I've been up since 2 o'clock this morning feeling like this. Like, and I've had to work. I don't know. Let me know in the comments if anyone else is feeling this way and you're in the Midwest, Nebraska, Missouri, Iowa, Kansas area, but this fog was crazy.
Thank you so much.
I can't say that myself. I am in the Midwest. But let me know what you think in the comment section. And with that said, we'll wrap it up.
Say it, baby, and us in Texas, you wanna try, baby. I know you can, I know your heart, and you will figure